Hi everyone! Today we're going to walk through how to navigate your Blackboard account. So you'll start by going to GRCC's homepage and scrolling down until you see the Blackboard link. You'll click this link and log in using your first and last name and the password that you created. This password will be the same password that you use for your student email and your online center. So when you log in, you'll see a homepage that looks very similar to this one. To the right, you'll see a My Courses list. This contains all the information for all the classes that you've registered for this semester. So each class will show up as its own unique link. You'll see that I'm registered for Spanish. So if I click the Spanish link, it will bring me to that individual class. So the setup of each class will look a little differently depending on what depending on your professor's preferences. To the left, you'll see a menu with a bunch of other links. These links are what will differ depending on the professor. Most professors, however, will have a grades link or a syllabus link, resources links. A lot of these will be pretty uniform. One that isn't showing up here is an assignments link. So some professors will have you submit assignments online through Blackboard or will allow you to view your assignments on Blackboard, and so that might be another link that shows up on this menu. But like I said, every professor will be a little different. So if you go back to the home page, which by clicking this button right here, it'll bring you back to the Blackboard's homepage. Another heading to make note of is My Organizations list right here. If you are a part of any organizations, they'll show up under here. As you'll see, I'm a part of the College Success Center. So similar to your class, if you click the College Success Center, it'll bring you to that organization's Blackboard page. Our page has a bunch of resources and information that students can take advantage of, but it'll look differently depending on the organization. So if we go back to the home page, another very important element of Blackboard to take note of is My Announcements. If your class has any announcements or if your organizations have any announcements, they'll show up here. Sometimes campus-wide announcements will show up here, so you'll want to make note of that. However, it'll be important to check your individual courses as well. So if we go to my course list, right, you'll see that my professor has posted some announcements that show up in that classes page, but don't show up on my main Blackboard page, right? So you'll want to check both. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see there's a little red icon here. This means that I have some notifications. So if my professor has an announcement or if my organization has an announcement, they'll show up as a notification. So you'll want to check those and make sure that there isn't anything important that you're missing. The last thing that we want to touch on today are these links down at the bottom. These are all very important information that you can explore, but two links that we really want to mention today are faculty absences and rater card deposit. If your professor has to cancel class for some reason, they will put that on this faculty absences tab. So if you click there, it'll show you whether or not your professor will be absent that day. If your professor is absent, their name will show up here. So this is a good way if you go to campus and nobody's in your classroom, for example, you can go to this website to check if they've canceled a class. Last thing we want to touch on is the rater card deposit, which you can find here at this link. This is where you go to add money to your rater card using your credit card or debit card. So those are the gist of the things that we wanted to cover today. You will use Blackboard a lot as a GRCC student, so the more you can familiarize yourself with it, the better. But thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to share this video and follow us on Facebook.